The U.S. is facing a potential seismic shift in law, politics, and society now that the Supreme Court has confirmed the authenticity of a leaked draft decision of a ruling that would overturn Roe v. Wade. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. Tonight, Chief Justice John Roberts has ordered an investigation into the leak, which he is calling an egregious breach of trust. The nearly 100-page draft was leaked, and Politico published it last night.
It was written in February by Justice Samuel Alito in a case challenging Mississippi's ban on abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. The news sent shockwaves through Washington, D.C. and across the country.
If it goes in the direction that this leaked copy has indicated, it rocks my confidence in the court right now.
This decision holds. It's really quite a radical decision.
The court stressed the decision is not final until it's officially delivered. That ruling is expected next month. If the court does follow through with the leaked decision, it's believed 26 states would institute bans on abortion. That's
according to the Guttmacher Institute. It's a nonprofit that researches reproductive rights worldwide. Now, 13 of those states, these here, have so-called trigger laws on the books, and that means that a ban would immediately go into effect if Roe v. Wade is struck down.
16 states, including California, as well as Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, have laws dedicated to protecting abortion rights right now.
Despite backlash to the leaked opinion, there are those who agree with the way the justices appear to be leaning.
One activist says that Roe v. Wade was never about women's rights, but instead about doctors getting permission to perform abortions.
It first violated historical guidelines for what doctors should and shouldn't do. It's actually an ethical decision regarding medicine.
Those who would like to see an end to the nearly 50-year-old ruling think it may really be on the horizon now, but more are taking a wait-and-see attitude to the official ruling.
Still, a potential threat to Roe v. Wade has prompted a strong response from many Americans. From Denver to Chicago to Washington, D.C., thousands of people took to the streets across the country today, holding signs while voicing their support for the landmark case. And that includes San Diegans. They gathered outside the federal courthouse downtown, venting their anger at the leaked Supreme Court decision.
And as CBS 8's Richard Allen shows us, several local and congressional leaders joined them for the passionate protest.
Well, that's right. Hundreds of protesters are taking to the streets of downtown San Diego here, protesting the possibility of Roe v. Wade being overturned. They say their fight is just beginning. As demonstrators stopped traffic along Broadway, their message was clear. My body, my choice. Voicing their outrage at the Supreme Court's leaked opinion, which would reverse a woman's right on a federal level to choose whether she has an abortion.
Seeing in writing how little they respect my bodily autonomy, man, that was a gut punch.
Tuesday's protest outside the federal courthouse drew women and men of all ages.
We're the women of our next generation, and it matters a lot to us.
I've lived through illegal abortion at times when abortions were illegal, and I know what happened to women. I don't want to see it again.
Karen Erickson is worried that this decision marks the beginning of the reversal of many other federally recognized rights.
Next will be gay marriage, then contraception, then biracial marriage, and I think this is just the tip of the iceberg.
While California's leadership has made it clear that a woman's right to choose would be preserved here, more than half the states in the nation would likely ban or severely restrict abortion if Roe's overturned.
Whether a woman's life is at risk, whether it's a consequence of the pregnancy is a consequence of rape or incest, it's barbaric.
Last year, San Diego was the first county in the nation to designate itself a freedom of choice county.
And so in San Diego County, if you want to have an abortion, you are welcome. You are welcome, and we will make sure that we find the resources. We will make sure that you have what you need so that you are protected.
And on the state level, top lawmakers are now pushing to get a 2/3 majority to place a constitutional amendment on the state ballot, which would enshrine abortion rights statewide.
It needs to happen. We're at the place to do it right now in California.
And whether or not that constitutional amendment passes this November depends on California voters.